Thanks for sticking around. This is now part 5 where I'm going to go over the assembly and setup of the Mini-T. And so without further ado, let's get into it. To install the tuners, I start off by putting a little piece of the blue painter's tape to help protect the wood. And it'll also give me a place to do markings and stuff like that where it's not against the wood. So if I make a mistake, I can always take the tape off and put another new piece on it. So it's always a good idea to kind of do that. And using a straight edge, I'm going to use that to ensure that I properly align all the tuners and that the little screw holes for each of the tuners all line up. Then I'm going to use a black Sharpie fine point, and then I'm going to use an awl, that's an AWL, awl, to put an indentation where I want to drill. What I'm doing here is I'm eyeballing the diameter of the screw to find the appropriate drill bit. And then once again, using a piece of blue painter's tape, I'm going to put a little marker as to where the depth of the screw should be so I don't go too far deep and drill through the peg head. And when you drill, you really need to make sure that you're trying to do it as straight or vertical as possible so the screw doesn't go in at an angle which will cause you problems. And now with everything set, I'm just going to go ahead and install these tuners. Oh, by the way, as you can tell, I am doing this in fast forward because otherwise this would be really long, slow, and boring. So yeah, installing the tuners from the back and then putting in the nut from the front side, and yeah, going to do that to all 6. All right, moving on, let's get on to installing the pickups and soldering the wires. Here you can see me installing the pickups and putting the wires through into the control cavity, so this way I'll be able to solder all of that up. It's important to have everything laid out so this way it looks correct, and then the movable parts you need to tape down so it doesn't move while you're screwing other parts in. Something else you might notice in this is I have this white towel, shop towel, that I'm using to protect the guitar body and other parts. So this way, just in case if a little bit of solder drips or whatever, I'm not going to damage the guitar body. It's just going to hit the towel, the shop towel, and shop towels are cheap. Now at this point I'm putting it all together, starting with the strap buttons, using a little bit of tape to create alignment points to where I'm going to actually drill the hole so I can put in the strap buttons. Now I'm going to finish it up by installing the pickguard, screwing it in, and attaching the neck. And now we're getting close to the end of it by doing your basic setup of the saddle heights, the nut height, and then the pickup height. Alright, and that's going to be the guitar all built and assembled and set up. And I'm going to do one last video that's going to be a sound demo of it, and hope you get a chance to catch that one. Thanks for watching these videos.